Going up now. Hey gang, how's it going? We're back after 3 weeks of being gone. It's because some people had life stuff to do. Adam.
What? Lame.
Yeah.
And Dan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're back for the last 3 episodes-ish. Kind of. It's complicated right now. Of Afarea, the Ethereal Ocean. And I'm excited, and I'm also got no thoughts ready at the available, so it's gonna be complete improv today.
Hell yeah.
And we're all in a silly, goofy, yet very tired mood. So last week,
exceptionally silly and goofy.
that's never changed.
No, sir. It has not.
It has never changed and never will. So last we left off, our gang was doing part 2 of Poseidon's Museum in the Well of Memories. Because all of them decided to jump in and make it so much longer than I honestly thought it was going to be. But that was cool. I liked it.
Aya was the last one, and she wouldn't be caught dead not going in the goddamn pool, and everybody else done went in the pool. There wasn't even anything in there for her. But
No, there definitely was. But before you went in, Mr. Verness went in and actually ran into the new person we're looking for, because the old person they were looking for has now been completely forgotten. Whoops.
Who?
Oh boy.
Who?
See, I don't even remember. But
Yeah.
he met the knight, who goes by the name of Cetro, who cannot fully remember his past, but once wielded a crystal like our party does. What is going on?
I'm trying to fix my camera, and Dan was mocking me.
Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Go ahead.
No, it's good, it's good. But after...
if you're talking about me, I'm laying on an ice pack because my room is 82 degrees.
Yes, it's hot as balls in this state right now. I don't know how it is for Dan right now, but for us,
Hot and humid.
we're sweltering.
I don't know what state Dan's in. Where the fuck are you?
Well, no.
Dox him. Dox him. Dox him.
Not
Dox him.
live on camera, goddammit!
I don't know. With the way he was talking about it, I kind of expected Florida, and Dan kind of looks like he already lives in Florida.
Don't call Dan a Florida man.
You ever heard of
might
a
have-
skunk ape?
So I had a deep conversation with this night person, and then tried to delve deeper into the well of memories, and managed to see the world as it was before civilization came along. And then met a shadow demon that Cynthia had also met, and tried to give him a more bleak worldview, but not to much avail. And then made his way to the dark depths. And then got very close to a hell portal.
So close.
And heard a mysterious voice. And then came back up and relinquished this info to our comrades. And then I had decided, you know what? Time for my turn to jump in. And not as much info came up, but we did discover that, in fact, the Black Cat is just being very emotionally manipulated to go kill Aya no Usagi for reasons unknown currently.
Couldn't be me. Emotionally manipulated? Couldn't be me.
You're not emotionally manipulated. The cat is.
Yeah. Aya's brain is too massive to fall for emotional manipulation.
What's your intelligence score again?
No, I'm too smart. I'm too smart to get indoctrinated by a cult. Said by someone who's about to get indoctrinated into a cult.
These crystals are not actually for Destiny. This is a cult. This is
a cult.
shit.
This is just a cult.
Did you ask what Aya's intelligence is?
I think it's 10. I'm gonna say yes.
Yeah, that is in fact the lowest stat. Yes.
That's not too bad.
I
Barely
fully-
literate.
Yeah, Aya fully believes that chocolate milk comes from brown cows.
Oh.
You have no bonus to intelligence.
Please
No.
don't ever say that to Cynthia. She will mock you relentlessly.
Well, it's funny that her intelligence, like, obviously everybody's like, haha, look at the fucking wabbit. But, you know, like, she most definitely would, like, look at the Grand Canyon and be like, when we put the hole in the ground? Like, you know, she's just, yeah. Like, the concept of PEMDAS.
What is that?
She'd
Order
be
of
like,
operations?
No, that's Aya being like PEMDAS.
Yeah.
What's that?
I thought it was
Couldn't be.
candy.
Couldn't be me.
Like-
Sounds like a Pez.
yeah, no, PEMDAS.
Is that
That
one of your
sounds
old
like-
friends, Melkai?
Yeah, no, exactly. She'd look at somebody say PEMDAS, and she'd look at Pioneer and be like, "What the fuck did you just call him? Did you just call him a slur?"
Did you just call him a slur? Anyway, Our gang now fully dived into the realm of memories. Their crystals now changed as well. To reflect something mysterious in all of them. And our dear friend Pioneer now withholding a Lich's phylactery. And then the gang decided probably be best to head back towards Sidroka, but not before making a quick pit stop to Tsukiyomi's observatory and see what it's about.
Does Pioneer ever watch football? So like whenever he got the phylactery, he's just like, yeah.
Spike.
Football does not exist in this universe. Only blitzball.
Only blitzball.
So he has to kick it.
God bless.
Which honestly would be worse.
Yeah.
And Lucian offered to be their guide through the observatory. And with one last small conversation to Poseidon himself, who decided to take a gander at the Well of Memories, they made their way out, teleported to Tsukiyomi's observatory, which is where we left off. Let me change the music.
It goes into fight music.
Yeah,
You all die.
roll initiative.
Oh, you gotta be kidding.
Everyone make a perception check.
Oh, alright.
Oh, hell yeah. Got this guy, don't worry.
Back to rolling.
Shit.
That's not too bad.
You said perception?
Yes.
I thought at first you said
Negative one.
intelligence.
Let's see. Perception. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
I got an 18 plus a 5.
Oh,
15.
Wow. We got 2 23s.
Bonkers.
That is a
Poggers.
Poggers.
I think about it. I made that my message alert, and I had to change it because of work. Like, the Poggers
Hi,
as my message alert.
Oh, goodness. Thank you, Matt.
Please.
Poggers.
Cynthia and Pioneer, you don't see too much. It's starting to get closer to nighttime. One of you is definitely not familiar with this space at all. The other one may not be as familiar. Melkai, you've been here before. I think we covered it a bit last time, but it's definitely...
It looks renovated.
Yeah, it looks like a lot more renovated since 300 years ago.
God damn, they put tile floors in here.
And
Took away my favorite stool.
particularly as you're looking up, you see that the telescope that was once used is now massively improved.
Oh.
Because it used to be a lot more slender with a smaller point at the end. It's like expanded.
Yeah, they had a candle underneath it so you could light it up so you can kind of see a little bit better underneath the glass, so it like reflect a little bit more light. But no, this one way advanced.
As for Mr. Venice and Aya, I know Aya's been here before. What are you about, Mr. Venice? What would you think?
I would think he'd definitely have stopped by, every once in a while. But, yeah.
Both of you look up and it is perfectly cloudless and a unbelievably good opportunity for stargazing.
Okay.
Aya's like pointing up at the stars, and she's like, I see a fish! And she's like, Malachi, did they have was that fish there back in your time? Did they have that fish?
Yeah.
Did they
I
have the
believe it
fish
was.
back then?
It's funny
and-
because one of the things that doesn't really change is the sky from all this
And,
time past.
Well, according to some scientific speculation, stars are billions of years old, so... Some of those may not even be real anymore.
Yeah, I completely ignoring that, like, science bomb you just dropped. Be like, wow. So Malachi, we both under the we're even though we're from two different, even though we're from guys, stop laughing. Even though we're from 2 different times, we were under the same stars. And she holds his hand. And she's still pointing up.
Malachi would just go, yep.
And it's very obviously not a fish. It's like the fucking...
It's the Big Dipper.
It's the Big Dipper. Like, yeah, it's right.
That's... I hate to tell you, that's not a fish. That's Ursa Major.
Don't ruin this for her. She's got this.
And Pioneer's like, is Ursa Major a different language? And then I would be like, Ursa Major dork. And then punch somebody in the back of the calf.
Ah, fuck.
Sorry, Mucker.
These customs are amazing.
Imagine Aya does that kick thing to the back of Cynthia's calf and she just buckles.
Oh, fuck! Ow!
Cynthia does the thing, it's just like, are you stupid?
Oh! Yeah, they just spent so much time talking shit that Aya just actually for real kicked Cynthia in the back of the leg. Oh, fuck! Ow!
Aya's like, I'm sick of getting made.
You bring it upon yourself!
And Cynthia's like, maybe if you, I don't know, use your goddamn noodle.
You have a brain up there, right? Use it.
It's actually just the acorns that she bought from the stuffed butt nut hut or whatever his name was.
No, that's
it was called the infamous walnut.
Stuffed nut butt hut.
No,
what it's
that's
forever
it.
been
No,
known for.
you missed it, Dan. So you don't get to say that.
Butt hut. Stuffed nut butt hut.
You don't get to say that. It was actually Pete's Butt Ugly Stuff Hut. I muted all of you so I can hear myself talk. So that is my decree.
Butt hut.
I thought it was just walnuts. I mean,
no, that was the infamous walnut. You're thinking of Pete's Butt Ugly Stuff Hut,
which we haven't,
which you have not gone to yet.
Aya, instead of a brain, she has that one scene from SpongeBob where it's like the really shriveled heart up there, but she's got a couple nuts and like a Tamagotchi in between where her brain should be. But a heart of gold.
Lucian speaks up at this point and says, well, you all were in Amateras's temple. It's not too much of a different layout. The biggest difference, whereas the sunroom was at the top of hers, the observatory is up at the top, and you can gaze amongst the cosmos. There is also a room for you to take a little rest and maybe dive into the realm of dreams more accessibly if you wish. No. Okay, you do not have to. It's completely vault. I guarantee you it'd be more pleasant because you're well protected by Tsukiyomi herself.
Oh wow, is she gonna be in my head? No.
You know what? That's very fair.
I also don't want to be in Pioneer's head right now.
You're not going to be. It would be your own head.
Oh God, man, I
would be in my own head. What?
My dear robot friend, I hate to tell you, I think you already are. You sound like you've been going through a lot.
Hey, Pioneer. One of your friends found out a good way to get inside your head. It's called...
Jesus Christ. He doesn't have a mouth for that.
Is this a hand sign of your people? Good to meet you.
We all like...
Yeah, next person you go to, just be like... They'll know what it means.
They're like, oh, dude, same, and walks away.
It's like the dream hopping episode from SpongeBob, and we just go from head to head. but
Nope.
Aya's dream is Patrick's, where he's sitting on a rocking on like a coin operated thing.
You have limited
That-
coins in your dream as well, so you can only write it like 3 times.
oh, man. Everybody comes in, they're like, "Do you have any gracious wisdom?" And I was like, "Nah, this is really it. Thank you though. Thanks for visiting."
But yeah, Lucian leads you all in, and anyone who wants to make a religion or perception check.
Dude, I'm so
I-
religious and shit.
Why I thought Aya had
Ooh,
aspects of religion.
I am not religious or shit.
Religion.
Literally.
Ooh.
What,
I think
Well, you know, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Religion and what or what?
Perception.
Alright, now that she can do. She can fucking open her eyes.
You would have advantage on this, by the way.
I would.
I'll just,
Fuck yeah!
let me take the straight roll first. Okay, I got...
Why are you?
Nice.
Why were you rolling again, Jack? You didn't get advantage.
I thought you said milk. I get advantage. My
No,
bad.
it said
misheard.
Aya.
I misheard.
I got a 21.
21. Okay.
21.
21. Oddly enough, Milka, it's been renovated so much to the point you don't remember what a lot of this is.
Tsukiyomi doesn't exist anymore. Holy shit.
That's not at
Oh,
all
no.
true. That's not at all true.
I have no memory.
Yeah,
of
this
place.
place. I no memory of this place.
Where the fuck am I?
Pioneer, this is kind of different to you. You haven't really acknowledged the sky much at all, I don't think.
He hasn't looked up like a turkey.
Yeah.
He's a real-
He hasn't quite been ready for yet.
He's
I
a
see.
real
He hasn't-
gamer.
I see everyone
He
else
hasn't
like
looked-
looking up at the stars, and I go, "Wow, what? Oh,
Oh,
Start shooting at it.
Do
What
you
the
guys
fuck?
know? Did you guys know a fun biology fact is pigs physiologically cannot look up. So throughout history, whenever people have turned a pig to face the sky, they have often been recorded having heart attacks because of how vast it is. So
Oh
their
god.
brains can't understand. So yeah, look at. Yeah, so that's Pioneer when he fucking looks up.
yeah, his one
So
giant eye looking up.
did you just call me a pig? Is that what you just said?
Yes, she called you a pig.
Swine.
Man, I
He's
can't, I
never
can't
even
stand
met
this.
a pig. He doesn't know. They have like really good qualities.
You're right. You're right.
Like they're two nose holes that you just want to go like,
Put a plug in,
An
yeah.
electrical outlet.
Yeah, just go.
yeah. Or you want to get those dot candy and just go plug, plug. Yeah.
And then they die. Yeah.
But yeah,
It's a
Pioneer, you're seeing a billion, like millions of tiny, tiny lights up in the sky. where normally there's just one big
like
one.
It's like I'm having those flashes where every time I like look one way, it's like the camera like,
Yeah, tons of Dutch angles of you just looking up.
It's fine, Pioneer. Those are supposed to be there.
yeah, oh, okay. I'm just gonna like stand behind Malachi.
Just stand
As if the star. the
like a
stars were
scared
gonna-
child.
Don't worry, I don't know what's happening here either, apparently.
Yeah,
Oh,
Melka.
fuck.
It's like,
I
what the
forgot that
fuck?
was there.
Yeah, Melka, you suddenly are just like looking at what Pioneer's looking at, and you're like, oh fuck. I forgot that there were many stars.
Mocha is like when you first go to like a dark sky sanctuary. Or, like conservatory, and you're like, oh my god.
Oh my god. Cynthia. You notice pretty quickly, on this first floor, there are a ton of star charts. And like a lot of them that detail like different star formations. Like all the zodiacs, the Big Dipper, the Little Dipper, Ursa Major, Ursa Minor.
I'd probably rifle through those a little. It's something that interests her.
Yeah. Make me a small little perception check real quick.
Damn.
Let's say with advantage on this one.
Nice.
Oh, nice! It's still a nat 20.
Yeah.
Good deal.
Your overdrive points are full. I forgot so many of y'all are still full.
Yeah.
You actually see one for a cluster of stars that they refer to as the Terra Formation. And another one referred to as the Gaia Formation. The Terra one being named after a very powerful warrior. And Gaia being one for pretty common name for planets amongst where most of the overseers come from.
Did they name it that because they found like a planet suitable for life, or they just feel like it?
Well, according to history, a lot of the planets they come from, the people of that planet just called it that. These two names in particular are pretty commonly used.
Well, that won't do it all.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That would just get confusing. Let's see. I was like, what did Melkai roll? Oh, right, a 7.
Yeah. It was not good.
Aya, you're looking around. You've been here before, so you're familiar with all the star charts. You do notice in a couple of spots there are also paintings very similar to the one you saw at Amaterasu's temple. Ones that depict more of Tsukiyomi's story, and whereas Amaterasu was a wolf in her origin, Tsukiyomi was in fact a rabbit, with a hammer 3 times the size of her body. And I do need to say, the bunny is an actual, just a rabbit. It's not like an overgrown thing, but it's carrying a mallet that is 3 times the size of its own body.
Like Amy Rose.
No, like the rabbit that makes mochi on the moon.
Yeah, that's the rabbit's job in The Rabbit in the Moon.
Yep.
Forgot that guy had a job.
That is also Tsukiyomi's quirk in Okami as well.
I would like look at just an ordinary rabbit and squint and be like, like a shiver run down her spine.
Good thing those aren't real.
And she'd look at like her semi-digitigrade legs. Thank God.
Thank God I walk on 2 legs. That'd be real frustrating.
Yeah, this would be real fucking hard to hold something. You ever try to hold a pencil with not 5 fingers?
What?
Yeah, you ever try to hold something with not 5 fingers? I'd be having to hold my...
You said a pencil. I hold a pencil with 2 fingers.
Let me rephrase.
Let her get it out. Let her get it out. She's got this.
I mean, he wasn't wrong.
Imagine if I had to hold my keyblade in my mouth instead of using my hands. I'm just saying that would suck.
It's happened before.
You ever heard
There's
of
been
Roro
keyblade holders
Zoro?
with no arms?
Well, arms that don't have opposable thumbs, yes.
Oh god, I thought you meant they didn't have arms or hands.
I haven't met one yet, but the possibility's not out.
Sir or ma'am, if I saw a being running at me with a keyblade in its mouth and no arms or hands, I'd probably pass away.
Yeah, I've seen warriors that can do that. Sometimes they do have arms and they just hold 3 weapons, one in their mouth. Other times they just have it in their mouth and they're faster than lightning.
Yeah.
Aya pops her keyblade out and does the like.
Have you never heard of the great warrior Killer Bee? He uses 7 swords.
Yeah, I would do
Or
that
perhaps
thing
the
where
great Solo? Or,
I would
if you
thing where
will,
it's like
Raiden, aka Jack the Ripper.
yeah, I would do that thing where she's trying to like
Metal Gear.
put it right in her mouth. It's like having to unhinge her jaw. And she's like, I'm gonna get it. Just give me a minute. If my eyes roll back in my head, Verness, go ahead and make me a breakfast sandwich. She's like,
Got it. Order up.
You know what? Don't break your teeth on that.
hey, alright. Well, my parents have dental plans. They can't take me off their insurance till I'm 26. She's shoving the keyblade in her mouth.
What is insurance?
Don't worry.
You gotta be tough when you're stupid.
Hey, you wanna know
There's
what
no
you
such
done?
thing. There's no such thing as paid health care in this world.
Are there dentists?
Yes.
But
Free.
anesthesia hasn't been invented yet.
Anesthesia hasn't been invented, but that's okay. The spell sleep still exists.
Aya takes Anison. It's fine.
Aya,
takes.
as you take out your keyblade, you notice it's actually quite a bit shinier while you're in here. Like,
Oh,
it looks like the blade of it
Oh.
is like freshly polished.
Yeah,
Why
Aya
can't you
starts.
do it brighter.
You start flipping around like a pencil in her green. Oh shit! Oh
Okay,
God!
maybe not near the exhibits, but
No, it's fine. It's not like she's gonna pop it.
No, it's fine. Proceed to do it.
it's cool. It's fine. It's all good. As you're
out, it's just
as you're doing tricks with it, you kind of notice like just a little bit of like sparkly, glimmery glitter, just like
oh God.
falls off of it.
It's evolving. It's gonna fucking turn into a gun.
It's not covered in it. It's not fucking. It's
Here, I
not a Pokemon.
Guys, I'm ascending. She starts doing it with both hands.
Okay, nice. Stop. Wait, hold up.
Right in between Aya's eyes when she hears a voice she doesn't recognize. It's like gong.
Oh,
Yeah.
Huh?
Aya, as you only hear a voice, only you can hear a voice that's speaking to you, telling you to stop twirling your keyblade so much.
The keyblade is like wedged in between her eyes without Aya holding it, and she's like, God? God? God?
I was
No,
hoping
not-
you'd kill her.
No, not quite. That would be.
That killed her.
Not quite.
Uh,
I'm a student of one of them, or I was.
Oh, God! Warn me before you just blast into my mind palace.
Well, maybe if you weren't twirling around a sharp and dangerous weapon amongst several expensive, one-of-a-kind exhibit pieces, I'd give you a little bit more warning.
I can assure you, and she has her finger up like this with the thing still wedged. She's like, I can assure you, safety is my utmost priority in everything I do. She's talking to no one and staring at a wall.
You're staring at a wall, and you're kind of looking around, just trying to piece where this voice is coming from. As you
She,
look
like-
over, and you see, it looks like a statue, but it seems to be made out of just starlight.
She like has to use her foot to get like leverage to get the keyblade out. And she's like, to the statue, like, and she goes near it really close and she's like, if you fucking move, I'm gonna freak out.
I sent you a picture of what it looks like on Discord.
Okay, let me take a look. If you move, I'm gonna shit my pants.
I love how we're all just kind of like, oh yeah, this is Aya.
Well, good news. I can't move. I project my voice a lot here.
James? What the fuck am I looking at? What the fuck is this image?
Are you actually able to pull it up? Because Discord's been glitching.
Yeah.
Okay. That is
Is that the Grim Reaper?
No, that's a tiefling.
Oh, okay. Tiefling.
Racist.
No, it's just very...
Party.
She did show me racism earlier in the campaign, so.
No, well. I would be... If Aya saw it, it's kind of scary looking. I'm sorry, but I can't read the expression. I can't read what expression it has.
It's smiling.
Like, oh. Well, hi.
Hey.
Uh,
You enjoying your visit so far?
She's still just... Yeah, she's like looking at her shoes. She's like, yeah, it's pretty good. You know, I've been here a couple times before, so it's nice to see what's new, what hasn't changed, and so yeah. Hey.
Well, I can't say a lot's changed in the past 30 years or so.
Yeah.
But I keep a pretty tight watch over this place and noticed someone was fiddling about with a weapon in open display. And wanted to make sure, don't break anything.
Yeah, I get it. So just a clarifying question.
Mm-hmm.
She like obviously talking to a statue and the party cannot hear.
You don't have to talk out loud. You can just talk in our heads.
Well, at this point,
I think she hit something important.
she hit her parietal lobe. What is your role in this particular establishment? You seem to be an art installation while also holding some form of security.
Oh, well, me? I'm the first champion of Tsukiyomi. And my role here right now is to keep a close eye and make sure no one defiles the location itself, but more so the energy that comes from it.
Are you able to move around, or is it like a thing where all the lights turn off and then everything like crawls out of the paintings and everything comes to life, but you have to be back in by like 6 a.m.?
Oh, you mean like this? As you see that everyone can see that this statue is now just moves and snaps its fingers, and everything goes
on her butt, scooting away.
Everything goes dark, and then immediately illuminated a bit by all of the star charts, where the main image of the constellations pop out, and it is now giving a more nighttime ambience to this place. But it is now drawn attention to what the actual star charts are. As all of you now see that statue that Aya was talking to is now fully just kind of moving around.
Aya would look at everybody and be like, I didn't do anything.
No, I'm pretty sure that was there before.
Good eye. I've been here for the past 3,000 years.
Yeah, it's like the one thing I remember.
3,000 and 2,000.
Oh yeah, the moving statue.
2,000
Yeah.
some odd,
Well,
give
did
or
it
take,
talk
somewhere
when
in
you were
there.
here last?
No, I don't think it did. I don't recall seeing you here before. What's your name?
name's Melkai. Hello.
Good to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, I'm sorry, I've been a bit rude. My name is Lunara.
Nara.
I'm the guardian of this place. And judging by some of the aura all of you give off, seems you all are guardians of this place to an extent too.
Oh.
Well, not from your person, from those things on your hips.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, these.
Yeah.
That are definitely hidden right now, right?
Oh, they're hidden. I can see
Okay.
them though.
Oh.
Hmm.
We need a new hiding spot.
The hiding spot's not gonna help you.
I told you guys we need to start keystering them.
I wouldn't recommend that. That sounds very painful.
I'm not able to keister my weapon on account of it being like 3 feet long.
Not
Well,
the
your crystal.
so you're not the weapon. You're
Oh, the crystal. Oh. You see Aya start to, like, the cogs in her head start. No,
You're too
probably
many
not.
ideas.
So what brings you all here?
Oh, you know. We recently found out a lot of things, and thought it'd be nice to stop by and see the skies at night. And, I mean, you know, is it alright if we ask you a question?
Of course.
Alright. So, out of character, how much did we forget about the first person? Did we forget literally everything?
You didn't know where you were looking for in the first place.
Cool. But we do know about Cetro,
Mhm.
right?
Yes.
Cool. Sweet. Have you ever heard of anyone being erased from history?
Occasionally.
Not in, like, the
It's-
history books, but, like, just in general, like, out of people's, like, minds.
Hmm.
It's a question mark, wouldn't it?
Yeah, there's been a few cases of people I knew back when I was alive where that happened.
Would you
The
possibly...
Sorry, I was going to say the hard thing to gauge about that is, did I really remember them in the first place?
Right.
Well, you're not a person, you're rock.
No, I'm made of starlight.
Even better. Aren't we all when you think about it?
Truly, in some regards.
But do you remember someone named Cetro?
Cetro.
Yeah, it sounds like that. I'm pretty sure, right?
Cetro's the name of the dragon of light. So, white-scaled dragon.
Verness, was he a white scale dragon? I don't think he was.
I don't think he was. I met him too. He definitely wasn't.
Oh, can dragons have human forms? I've
Oh, of
never.
course.
What does his human form look like, if you would know?
I never met him personally.
Oh, like you
so I
met
can't
him
really
at like
gauge.
you met him at like a big party, and it was just in passing. Gotcha.
No, I don't think I've ever really been in the same room or 500-mile area as him. I could have been. I'm not sure. But most of the dragons tend to stay on the outer side of the ring continent,
I gotcha.
secluded on their own little isles.
Well, the white dragon? Is that what? When's the last time Cetro the white dragon has been heard from?
myself, but I would say a follower of Bahamut or one of his kingdom could probably answer that.
That actually would be a bad place to check.
Have any of their numbers?
Lucian speaks up. I could try to contact Dahlia.
That'd be great.
She's the current princess.
Sure.
Okay.
I mean, I feel like there's no better option.
Okay. I'll see what I can do. Fortunately, I've already kind of used my sending for the day, so...
Oh, we have some sending stones if you could just type in her number.
What do you mean by number?
Forget about it.
I'm pretty sure those sending stones are only made to contact each other, aren't they? And Saran, but...
I'm sorry, I thought you were a legendary warrior. You can't reprogram a crystal?
I'm not that magical.
Are we gonna
I lost a lot of stuff after the war, okay?
No.
I left a lot on that battlefield.
No, let's just say the battlefield took a lot out of me.
It took the fucking kids.
But I could probably have some sort of answer by tomorrow.
The battlefield took the kids and the divorce.
Honestly, that would be amazing. By the way, Mr. Verness.
Yeah.
That, Satro fella that you met in your well diving, experience.
Yeah.
Did you get any sense of, like, possibly draconic from him at all?
Whenever it... Yeah, a little bit.
Well, we
make
found
a
it.
history check.
Wrap it up.
I felt like there was, like, something tying to him, like, something that, like, from the energy of the orb, but...
Make a
Can,
What was the check?
history.
Can Cynthia help? Since he,
Yeah, I'd
Cynthia's
say with
also-
this you could help.
Okay. So advantage?
Mhm.
Alright.
Ooh.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
still pretty good,
No,
but...
that's pretty good.
Did you put your guidance on it as well?
Yep.
Yeah.
He did, actually.
That's what we could hope for.
You don't remember Cetro, the one you talked to, had anything draconic. What you remember, his crystal seemed to have ties to the Ragnarok tree, which is on the Bahamut Isles.
Hmm. Okay. Dang it, yeah, I don't know if I saw anything other than that, yeah. Than what I was just thinking.
But now that Melkai has brought it up, you also learn that Cetro is the name of the white-scaled dragon.
White-scaled dragon.
And that you don't have any distinct memory of.
No. Hmm.
Why do you ask about Cetro specifically?
Oh. You know. Destiny and fate stuff. You know that kind of like genocide that's happening across the continent, right?
Unfortunately so.
Yeah, we're trying to stop it.
My sister, much like me, holds residence in the Temple of Amaterasu, but tends to stay a bit more silent. But she and I discuss from time to time, and she has to live to see it since she lives on the continent it's mostly happening on. So I am, unfortunately aware of what's happening on the Ferris Plains, namely in Radiana.
Yeah, we're trying to stop it, and we think the cause of it is someone disappearing from history. And it might be the Cetro guy.
Yeah.
So the person you're looking for went by the name of Cetro, yes?
To my
Yeah.
knowledge, yeah. I can't think of
Yeah.
anyone else we were looking for.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure it was an alias, though. That's the kicker of it all. I never got the name, the real name.
Interesting. I imagine you may not be too far off. Cetro the dragon is the dragon of light, so probably a close approximation for a name. Being that it is a name of a high deity of light, it could be possible that this person who is using that name may be the cause of this, or at least has something to do with it. Don't happen to have any more leads on it, do you?
Not at the moment.
But we'll probably find something here soon.
Yeah, I mean, this is only like day 2.
I think we've been at this for a couple weeks.
Couple weeks. Oh wait, did I miss that?
On the grand scale.
Make
On
a
the grand scale.
Make a history check.
Guys, why is the Droka a pile of ash?
Sorry, make a what check?
History.
Okay, sounds good. All right. Or
Are we gonna start hearing the first song from Caretaker? Everywhere at the end of time.
So, for Melkai specifically, he's been on the road for about a week and a half. The rest of the party, sans Pioneer, because you don't technically know how long Pioneer's been out, it's only been about 4 days? Or it's getting close to a week.
yeah. No, yeah. Cool.
It's like part 5 of
This is
JoJo's.
a lot packed into a few days. I love it.
There's
But,
a lot that can happen in a day.
But yeah, we didn't even really know we were supposed to be looking for this person a day or 2 ago. So, I mean, we've got plenty of time to go with, I hope, and we'll get it figured out.
Oh yeah.
And trying to find something you don't really technically know what you're looking for is easier said than done.
Mm-hmm.
And I suppose you already went to the Well of Memories then, to at least try to figure some of this out.
Yeah.
That's how we even know about Cetro.
Interesting. Well, it's a good start. Can't say this place would offer too much more guidance on that, but in the room of rest, in the room of recompose upstairs, could try to dive into your own personal memories to find something out for yourself. That could maybe connect all this.
Where would that be?
Right upstairs. Do you wish for me to take you up there?
I wasn't sure if you could walk, but sure.
Oh yeah, totally. Well, actually I don't need to walk. I can just do this.
Oh my
As she
God, what
claps,
happened?
and she's right at the
Okay,
staircase.
It's okay.
It's like
It's
you're playing on
it's
VR.
up.
Little, yeah, it's like playing on VR. They just teleport.
They lift up their
Yeah.
hand and do like a little thing with the thumbstick and go boop.
Right up this staircase. Yeah. She leads you all upstairs. As you see, like plenty of just immaculately well made and very comfortable looking beds.
Oh yeah.
It's all coming together.
I know what I'm gonna be doing here soon.
But yes, anyone who wants to, all you need to do is just take a quick snooze and, see if you can find anything.
Is there Is there anything in the ways of like a comfortable spot to sit and like?
I mean, you
Like,
could sit
Ow.
on the
There's the
bed.
fuck chair in this room, right?
Is there like a white? Is there like a white noise machine?
I can make white noise happen, yes.
Yeah, Cynthia, can you just get near my ear and just go?
I don't think you want that.
You may hear the whispers of the damned.
You know, honestly, I've been woken up by enough small children telling me they've thrown up somewhere that I think that's about the same thing. All right, let me just see if I can get cut.
Yeah, you just hear the
It just
whispers of the damned go, I threw up. I threw up.
Kill
I
your
got-
parents.
I threw up. Bless you.
There you go.
I walked downstairs because I wanted some cheese cubes. And I threw up in the fridge.
And I was like, how did you throw up in the fridge?
I don't know, but it's been there for a while. Can you open my cheese?
Yeah, as soon as Aya's like head hits a pillow, it's just she's just down.
Yeah, on that, everyone roll me a constitution save
Oh, good, yeah.
to see how long it takes you to fall asleep.
I do want
hope
it to be known
easy.
that Melkai would be reading the Azura's Dogma, have his little sleep cap and everything ready.
On that, could you also make an insight check?
Yeah, I'll incite the fuck out of everything.
Oh, fuck everything.
LOL, don't laugh, but how do I find out my constitution? What the fuck is that?
It's only, right. It's right.
It's on the front page.
Right
Okay,
there.
plus
It's saved.
I got a 2. I got a 2.
Okay,
I got
so
Plus 2.
that.
okay, so Aya almost immediately falls asleep as soon
She's
as
like,
just
oh.
like the sound of rainforests and jungles comes on.
I would imagine I would be like, is this a goose feather pit?
Yep.
Yeah.
Real quick before we cover that, Melkai,
Yes.
you notice just out of the corner of your eye that the effigy of Lunara is looking at your dogma.
Do you want to read it?
I'm good. I'm sorry. I was just thinking of an old friend.
Oh, that's fair. It'd be kind of hard to read it because I ciphered most of the passages by myself, so it's in a coded language only I know. But if you try hard enough, you could probably figure it out.
I'm
Guys on some
That's-
Zodiac shit.
proud of you. That's good.
Thank you.
Cool, man.
Cool, man.
I appreciate it.
Aya, you conk out very quickly. What are you looking for?
Yeah, Aya falls asleep like a man riddled with tuberculosis in the 1800s. Like she's borderline roadkill. Mouth open, eyes kind of open. Just
you can see the rapid eye movement, just barely.
yeah, her arms are stiff. It's like it's that kind of sleep where like you took 3 Benadryl.
What are you looking for in the stream state?
Oh no! Oh no! It's just like the well all over again. There's nothing in here for me, is there?
I mean, at this point, it can be whatever you want. Is
I'm gonna
there?
check on my siblings.
You want to check on your siblings?
I'm gonna check out my soup.
Okay. You conk out, and immediately you see just like a wave of just. You know that thing?
She went the only time ever has sleep apnea where she's like, just goes right back down. And Cynthia's like, don't roll her over. Just
Let it
she
happen.
would want
Take
it.
its course.
Don't prop her up. Don't prop her up.
Cynthia's there like Walter White over Jane.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, but I'm just imagining Cynthia's like looking like.
She closes Aya's eyes all the way. It's like
Just
holds her nose.
No, just slowly brings up a pillow.
she's like, Cynthia's like, go into the night. There's nothing for you here.
I'll let them know you died peacefully.
Meanwhile,
We
Aya's
both
like,
know you didn't.
my mom and dad had sleep apnea before they lost a bunch of weight, and it was the kind. It wasn't just like, obviously it was like regular snoring too, like, but not like Matt's dad. His is like. But my mom, yeah,
Snores insanely loud and has very loud sleep apnea.
yeah. My mom and dad's were like my mom would yell, dad would yell, mom would yell, dad would yell. But my mom's was like a drowning sound, whereas my dad's was like a. Whereas my mom's, where my mom's was like a. I lived in a horror house. And it was awful. It was awful. And people are like, why are you scared of zombies? And I'm like, there's fucking The Walking Dead.
Oh my goodness.
God.
Alright.
So
I wants to pick her babies.
So, yeah, you just see like a wave of stars fill your vision as you are over where your house was in the main like living residence in Sudroka. As you zoom in, you see like your main family there, who are actually still living there. You see most of your siblings who have already moved out are coming to visit. You see Akito and Akita, both there. And Akito with both of his children. As you can see, they're just running around and doing just a bunch of destructive shit, just trash being thrown everywhere.
Yeah, well, they you know, they get it from Aya. They both really like digging holes. It's, you know, it's.
They're trying
it's
to
just
dig
really
holes in hardwood flooring.
Oh, well, she meant like in the yard, but yeah, they're crawling through the cabinets lower and up. They're crawling in the cabinets upper and lower.
But you see Akito and Akita sitting next to each other. Akito, his eyes are a little bit sunken in. He looks like he pulled an all-nighter very recently. And you see Akita next to him is just like, you need to get some sleep, brother. I know we've been up working on this new section of town, but you need to get some sleep.
Stu, it's 3 a.m.
Making chocolate pudding. I'm sorry, what? Sorry.
Why are you doing that?
I lost control of my life.
I never knew where that sound was from. I had to Google it, and it is so like, I've never had children, but I've definitely cooked something very late at night.
I do hate that this like vocal effects switcher, I gotta keep reaching over to it. You see that there looks to be some sort of blueprint in front of them. And they seem to just be discussing just like some more plans, like how much resources and everything. Looks to be some sort of add-on for the shopping district.
Oh, where?
And I will
Is
say...
she, like, floating above them, or is she, like...
Yeah.
Like...
You can basically place yourself anywhere in this room you want to. It's just they will not be able to see you and you can't interact with them.
Yeah. I would be just, like, using... She'd be like, wow. Cool.
I will say... you're able to see... Just like on the schematics at the very top, it says new workshop named tentative. The School for Artificers.
Oh. Aya like cups her hands over her heart, knowing that this is huge for one member of her family.
2 members of your family.
Yeah, but like one quicker than the other.
True. Very true.
I tell you what, this is gonna take an insane amount of gil to get this fully off the ground. Well, yeah, but as soon as it's open, like a lot of this technology is probably gonna rake in more money than it ever cost to build it, probably like tenfold. It's gonna be a problem trying to get that much space. I'm pretty sure that land is already owned by someone. I need to get in contact with Aiki. I think she could handle something like that. All the legal BS. Not a bad idea.
Oh, they're working together. Everybody will be together. I sentimentality of the siblings under one roof is a big deal.
You actually see another one of your siblings across the table just made like a small cup of coffee and tea for both of her brothers. Aiko.
Brother, you okay? You know it's not healthy to stay up past 3 a.m. 7 nights in a row. I've lost control of my life, okay? I've been working on this for like 2 years. Let me have this. I'm just saying, okay, you need to get more rest, or otherwise that building's gonna fall apart on you, like immediately, if you don't have the right tools for the job. These right here are your most important tools for the job, and you're gonna be a lot weaker on them if you don't get enough sleep. Yeah, I know. Not everyone can be Aya and have all the energy in the world to tackle that shit, but I'm trying.
Aya would go to the twins, because obviously they're sitting across from each other, so they both can get a better read on the plans.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I know she can't physically touch, but she just looks at them with the same view of something priceless, irreplaceable. And she does the same with each other sibling that comes in and is just hand over her heart. And you could see that, like, there's just there's water in her eyes, but it doesn't fall. It's such a big deal, especially because, like, none of the oldest ones are in the house with the little ones. Ever. So, like, the oldest twin, his kids are growing up with what is essentially... Wait, what would their kids be? Their kids...
You did not give me those, so...
No. What's that familial name? Because if it's your older brother's kids, that's their niece and nephew. But they're the same age. They're almost the same age.
I mean, by title, they're still uncle and nephew. Or, yeah.
Exactly, like...
Uh-oh.
Oh.
No. Camera dying.
She's now gone into REM sleep.
Yeah.
She's not coming
Too
back.
far.
It's over, guys.
It's so Jover.
Oh,
No! It was all over.
well, we'll give her a minute to reconnect.
That was the overdosing part.
I overdosed on sleep medication.
Oh.
Why you gotta bring up that part of Breaking Bad? Jesus Christ, it's so
Such an iconic
sad.
part, man.
I know. Uh-oh.
Is she back?
Well,
She's oh.
I can hear. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
we can.
it's just your camera's freaking out now.
I can't have shit. I can't.
Can't have shit in
oh,
Detroit.
There you go.
Oh. Are we so
I
back?
can't have shit in Detroit.
We so back?
So bad.
Let me try without my camera for a minute. I know that doesn't do anything, but
Could help.
all right. Let's see if we can get through the audio with just the audio. Basically, it's a big deal to Aya because Al, the youngest, is the same age as Aiko's kids, is a little bit older. That's a huge deal. They'll get to know each other in a way that the oldest never got to know the youngest.
True. At this moment, you
And
actually...
it's the pure combining of generations and love bleeding through, even though there's so much distance and age.
You see at
She's
this...
just so happy.
You see at this point, actually, Irie walks in. And you see as soon as she enters the room, they scramble to, like, hide the blueprint and schematics. And they're just like, hey!
Hey, how's it going, sis? How you doing? I'm good. You two seem to be pulling an all-nighter again. Need to be sleeping. Yeah, well, we've been working on something important, okay? Yeah, I can tell you keep hiding the paper every time I walk in the room, or Ami walks in the room. Well, it might be important for the both of you, okay? Maybe it's a gift we're working on. We just want to see our little sister succeed, okay? But if we spoil it, it won't be as special.
Aya's on the ground, like pounding her fist. There's tears. There's tears now.
You're doing the thing from Adventure Time, Jake, when the spider bites him. He just goes.
Exactly. She's like, my baby.
Does anyone hear someone smacking the floor? No, those are just the girls. Those are just the girls trying to dig a hole in the floor.
As you see two small rabbit folk children just...
Yeah, they got dirt in their mouths. They're just having a good time. They're playing with worms.
Yep. Make a perception check real quick, Aya.
Perception. I really want to get high on the... Oh, yay! Okay, that's good. That's good. Perception. I got 16 plus 5, so... 21.
21. You notice, Owie is seemingly not present in the room.
Oh, no. I thought he was... Oh, so okay, so one of the younger, so Ayano, who's 7...
Mm-hmm.
Maybe could hang out with Aiko's kids. Well, at the baby not being in the house.
Well, not in this room.
Am I able to leave this room?
Yes.
No.
No.
Aya is going to go to what is essentially the house's nursery, which is where it's like the family madrigal. There's a room for the smaller kids to stay. Because obviously not every kid could have a bedroom growing up. Teenagers get their own rooms, but, you know, So she'd be like, okay, well, he's got to be in the nursery.
You go to the nursery, and you hear a very soft, sad, little crying coming from where he usually sleeps.
Aya's legs not moving, but she's just propelled forward through the door.
You walk in and you see, yeah, he's at his own bed, just kind of curled up, looking very sad. And you see across from him is Ayano, seemingly laid back. And you see her, like, wave her hand to signal to Aoi, and signal out, asking if he is okay. And he responds with, he's still kind of learning sign language.
Yeah, I was gonna say, he would know, like, Ayano would just have to, like, mime, like, tears falling and why. He would know what why is. So why are you crying?
And you see, he basically responds with just, big sis gone. Why?
My baby.
Is Aya the villain?
Yes. I is the bad guy.
She would, Aya would be distraught. But she isn't the distraught like you saw her when her color was off. It's the, I bet if I will it hard enough, some sort of magic can make its way to Al. And she's going to try to give him some semblance of comfort by physical touch.
Make a religion check at advantage.
God damn it. God, fuck, ass, cock and balls. I got a 7.
Oh, let's not forget our inspiration tokens.
You can re-roll.
So re-roll at advantage.
Okay, that's... Oh, god damn it. Now my intelligence actually matters. I got an 11.
An 11. You're trying to basically will something physical in a space that you're not in. And truly giving your whole heart and soul into it. She's doing what she did to all the babies when they would cry, is Aya takes her thumb and her index finger and is rolling it over their eyebrows to will them into sleep. It's a trick you do with newborns to calm them down, to remind them that they're safe, because newborns forget that they're being held. Like, they go to sleep, and even if they're still in your arms, they wake up and they don't know that there's somebody's there. You try to do that, you kind of get the sense it's not really working the way you want to. You look over, and you see, Ayano, sign out, hold on, be right back, as she leaves the room, and about 30 seconds later comes back in with your blanket.
Good.
And goes over to the bed and just snuggles up with him.
Oh.
Good thinking, Ion. Good. 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 It's got my candles and my incense. Good. Good. Okay.
Yeah. And you see, it's definitely helping. He still looks a little upset, but seems more comfortable knowing that he's still not alone.
There is, there's a lot of songs, because Aya's a bard and went to bard school. She's never short on songs and lullabies. So, when their dad or their mom would be traveling for legal or for work reasons. Essentially, what is the song "Remember Me" from Coco? That's what she would sing to the kids as like, remember me, even though I travel far, remember me. Each time you hear a sad guitar, know that when I'm far away, I hold you in my heart. I sing this secret song to you each night we are apart. Remember me. So in some way that Ayano, because obviously she's deaf, so her cadence isn't what it should be for singing, but she would verbalize out of her mouth a song.
Gotcha.
That Aya taught all the kids.
Yeah, you... Actually, I'm gonna roll for that. Yeah, she is... It's mostly a lot of what she's, like, surmised as humming.
Yeah, humming.
But she does give it, like, an earnest attempt.
Yeah, the only way that Ayano can convey rhythm is when Aya would play a string instrument. She would always take Ayano's hand and put it to the wood of the guitar so she can experience through rhythm and reverberation what music is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you see after a little bit, it calms him enough to the point where he just slowly drifts off to sleep. And they snuff out the candles and just go to sleep for the night. And you take a look around. Give me one more history check.
History. Alright, I'm using luck to re-roll. This is stupid. This is my own
honestly
goddamn
forgot you had luck.
Yeah, this is my own goddamn house. I know where shit is. Alright. That's a 14. Is that enough?
Yeah, I would say that's enough. You're looking around. You kind of saw all of your siblings either talking with each other, or in the case with the two youngest, they're staying comforted upstairs, going to sleep for the night. The only one you really haven't seen is Ami. Who was the second artificer.
That would be weird. Because she's not in high school anymore. So, if she's not in her bed, and she's not with the olders, I wouldn't want her to be up this late, but I would go to her room. She still lives at home, so...
You see, off to what just looks like a little work desk, she seems to be crafting something.
Okay, so she's in her room. She's safe.
Yeah.
Okay.
You did get the sense that the door was locked.
Oh, well, that's fine. I is the reason there are now locks on the teenager's room. Everybody deserves privacy.
And if you want to, you could go over to see what she's working on.
She would, in this corporeal form, she would put a hand in what is a noogie position, because she's a teen.
Mm-hmm.
She always joked to, hello my hip happening youth. What's the ons goings in the media and the frivolity? And noogied. She, it's hard. She doesn't fucking know what she does. Probably like fidget spinners or something.
This is the last one I'll ask for. Make me one more perception check, and this one you will have advantage on.
Alright. Advantage. I'm gonna use another luck point. This is stupid. Glad we're not in combat.
Very.
That's alright. Let's roll. Let me add my thing. That's still not good. Okay. That's a 16.
16 is not terrible.
Yeah, I know, but now I'm out of luck points. This is stupid.
It's okay. Don't worry about that.
Rolling too much more.
You look, and she seems to have a more crude SketchUp, seeming a blueprint of her own. You're not super able to tell what the contraption she's working on is. But you do see next to it, she has, what looks to be a small key. Definitely not like your Keyblade. It looks more so like a traditional key. But it seems to have, unlike, because at this point in time, it's more so like skeleton-esque keys.
Yeah, it's not like modern metal small.
On that note, it looks more similar to what you would equate to more high-tech looking.
It's a key with mechanical implements.
It looks like it's cut to fit in more with mechanical parts.
Okay. Alright. So...
And you see there's
okay.
there's like a little small electrical crystal just like dangling off the edge of it.
Incredible.
And you see, I will say the last note you see, on the paper, you see a sketch of that same key. A little more crude, obviously, but it has an arrow pointing into what looks like a very, just like, a keyhole, but it's just in the shape of a slot.
I wouldn't read too deeply as to what the purpose or the greater significance of this device and creation is, and she would be more so impressed and enthralled at what the mind of a teenager is able to excel and advance in. When Aya was 16, she was not over candlelight, over a blueprint, analyzing and hoping to create a better future for other people. She was only thinking of herself or the youngers. It's astounding, and more tears are rolling down. And, you know, I mean, she's gonna try to do the metaphysical, like she would want to, but she's just so damn proud. Everybody, each and every one of these kids is just, they're the best them that they could be.
On that note, give me one more religion check at advantage.
Alright, that's just 16. Alright.
Okay.
Because I have no plus for religion.
Okay. You again try to connect more metaphysically. And you see, as you just put a hand on her head, she just scratches the back of her head a bit. And just, lets out just an exasperated sigh.
I know Master Lestroon said not to stress too much about it, but I just want this thing to work. Seems like a good idea that could come in very handy for anyone wanting to build one of these. I just hope I can be... I just hope Aya would be proud of me. I know she usually is, but...
Yeah.
I just miss her.
Jeez. Right, Aya is now... Like, I don't know... Like, this is what Aya wanted. She wanted to check in on everybody, but she would not expect multiple siblings to recount their needs and longing that Aya was there, or wondering what she's doing. Like, she would expect Al and, you know, her the second youngest, the twins are at an age, they're both 11. They're very focused on play. And the 7-year-old and 5-year-old, they're almost as close as the twins are. So attached at the hip the same way both the twins are. But she definitely only expected Al to really notice that she was gone, because, you know, Al has a lot more immediate needs. Al and Ayano. So she feels guilty. She feels incessantly guilty. It doesn't look like any of them have eaten. You know, it's like, obviously they can cook for themselves, but Aya's the one that makes sure everybody's had their 3 squares. Al obviously would already be in bed. If he had woken up from a nightmare, she would have done what is the fantasy equivalent of putting a blanket in the dryer to warm it and wrap him. It's just, she's guilty. Her heart's in her stomach. And that would probably be what woke her up, is just the heart sank in her stomach.
I will say, on that note, the last thing you do see of Ami going to sleep for the night, she does have that key just in her palm. And she smiles a bit and says, I know this will work out. It's going to. And she just lets out a sigh and looks out the window, going to sleep herself. As you awaken from your slumber.
Aya which it's not possible to let tears in your sleep. It's not really a physiological thing, but Aya, the fur, what is equivalent to fur around her eyes, it's wet. She was crying or attempting to weep in her sleep.
Yeah.
And she would wake up, and immediately she would take her palms and her sleeves and would rub really hard on her eyes and be like, all right, somebody else's turn.
Well, as you say that, you see that the rest of your comrades are already in full sleep. As we move on to Cynthia. What would you be looking for in this moment?
Well, given that we learned that the guy I met is a deity of light, I would try to think of anything that I may have heard about him or anyone else who disappeared from before the tragedy.
So you're looking for, like, any other, like, historical figures that may have been, like, cut?
Well, anything of, since Cetro's involved in the whole light deal, anything maybe that I would have learned that would pair with him.
Gotcha.
And if anyone else got fucking erased, like the guy who's in the picture with Stalin.
Yeah. On that, make a perception check.
Those only go well for me.
Ooh. Okay. Still fair. The immediate place your head goes to you're looking for someone who essentially everyone else forgot.
Hmm.
And the part of your head thinks maybe a library has something. Just any sort of hint that maybe someone has recorded it and it got missed.
Yeah.
As you find yourself in the Library of Alexandria, pun fully intended, of Radiona.
Rest in peace, probably to that place.
You see, it's, at least where you're at, it's relatively untouched. It more so looks abandoned than anything else.
That makes sense.
But you see, ton of books, a lot of historical stuff, a lot of documentation on, like, the First War, what people have mostly recounted and documented from it, a lot of speculation.
Yeah.
And I would say on that, make an investigation check.
Sure.
Damn. You see where your head goes first. Okay, looking for someone who may not even be known by anyone at all. Gonna be hard if I really don't know them. I know the name Cetro.
Cetro and, like, white-scaled dragon. Any of the deities of light.
You
aren't, like, you know, overseers.
you actually do see a couple of books, bit tattered and, like, little worn out. But yeah, you see a book that details, like, a couple that fall into the domain of light. There's not a whole lot of deities outside of the overseers. There's some warlock patrons of note, and all of the circle of the 20 dragons that remained. And of course, Cetro is listed, the white scale dragon that oversees the ley lines that produce light.
You know,
Or
like
give
a
off.
visual section.
You see that there's a section that details, like, past the very first war between Bahamut and Shinryu.
Mhm.
A lot of the dragons were given their own islands, essentially. So that way they may have a place to rest, as much of their power was drained in the very final skirmish that wiped out almost all of their number, besides the remaining 20. And you see that he, along with his counterpart, Garland, they stay relatively close. But you can't really gauge too much more than that.
Okay. Can I see if his island still exists somewhere?
You see that there are detailings that the map is, like, way, way off the coast of the Ring continent.
Okay.
Like, closer to the Wall of Fog.
Gotcha. Okay.
Which is actually a lot where most of the 20 reside. Minus Leviathan, who stays in the ocean as a whole. But yes, his island still does very much exist.
Cool. I feel like we won't be out that way for a while, so...
Yeah, probably not. Hold on just a second. I was pulling an old list up. funny you actually asked about, like, deities of light, and most of them are more so the kings and queens that resided,
Right.
like, over Radiana.
Ancestral deities.
Mhm. Yeah. Make a quick history check for me.
A stat I'm good at.
There you
21.
go. You get the thought, you're looking for details about this man who goes by Cetro. You would then remember he was there when he fended off whatever dark demon showed up in your trip to the Well of Memories.
Yeah.
You got the sense that he was pure to an extent, but you don't get the sense of the element of light.
Interesting.
It seemed like he had just had some sort of power, mostly fueled by determination.
Some more of the metaphorical light than the literal light.
Mm-hmm.
I see. Okay. On remembering that, I would probably shift and try and see if I could find anything on that shadow thing.
The shadow. Okay.
I don't think I got a name for it.
You did not. I will say that off the bat. It did not present a name at all.
I'm in a dreamscape, so can I ring up Surmish here?
Hold on 1 second.
Yeah.
Just need to make sure I'm not disobeying my own contract. That's
He's
it.
like co-workers with him. Old college roommates.
Oh yeah, I would say you'd be able to hit up Sherma still.
Right. Call him up. I don't know if he would manifest here in Dream World, but
He actually would a lot easier.
Yeah.
He's still mostly covered in shadow, but you can see his face a bit more clearly. You rang?
You saw that vision I had in the Well of Memories. You know anything about that shadow thing that came at me?
It's funny you mention that. He is one of my people.
Oh, thanks for that.
Unfortunately, much like the people he goes after, his name was also forgotten. So, maybe some sort of revenge tactic, who can say?
You said he goes after the people who have been erased.
He tries to erase certain people from history. Mostly those that ally themselves with the Force of Light, with the Kingdom of Radiana, or those that have done wrong by his people.
I see.
He's quite a slippery one too, I can say that.
You said he was under you. You can't leash him back up?
Well, that's the problem. With where my body exists, my soul remains tethered to this realm. He chose to stay tethered to that realm. There's a reason I wrote a clause in our contract to not mention certain names in a realm such as this.
See. So he's bound to the material plane?
he is bound to the plane of dream. Or, sorry, I got it mixed up. My soul is bound to the material plane.
Right. Okay, gotcha.
I am able to manifest my voice wherever. However, my body cannot manifest as it once was several millennia ago. His remains bound to specifically that in-between, that realm of memory. As the realm of memory is the exact link between the material plane and the realm of dreams. And it's quite a dangerous place, too, for a being such as that.
Indeed. How would I go about dealing with him?
Well, if you could potentially find out his name, that would be a big start. Compelling him to show his true colors, in a sense.
Do you
I
know
would-
a good place where I could do that?
I believe the truest way to call out to him would be back in the Well of Memories. But there's a chance whenever you're in the dream realm, could be potential that you call him there as well. The problem, of course, remains that you need to find his name.
Right. And I assume he has some kind of binding vow to where you can't speak his name.
Yes. He was quite clever to make sure to cut any and all ties to my people and any that might have known his name before. But in that, there's the caveat that he also needs names of people he wants to go after. Which is why he... My apologies. Which is why he and that knight are constantly at odds. As the knight gave... At this point, make an insight check. Oh!
Was not expecting that.
You did roll high, but that don't beat a nat 20.
Let's go.
You see at the
Let's
even
fucking go.
at the mention of him saying the word that night, you can see a sickening, even for you, a deep malevolent hatred for whatever individual that this knight is.
Struck a nerve.
I would mind that you watch your tongue. He and the knights have history, of course. And perhaps I will divulge that information. However, I don't believe that's very important.
I am your blade in this world. If I knew more about him, maybe I could be swayed when I find him to take care of him.
What I can say is this. He is more than he would claim to be. And he is not from this world.
Is he really the dragon that he uses the name of?
No. The name shares some sort of connection if I am told correctly, but I believe it was the closest approximation aside from taking the name of the Overseer of Light himself. Which, Alexander, not an uncommon name in this world, but potentially a more dangerous one in a realm such as that. That's up to you to decide.
So you said he's not of this world.
He was not born to this planet.
Different plane of existence, a different reflection of reality.
Same plane of existence, entirely different celestial body. This planet was not his home.
See. Well, then what's he doing here? What's he hoping to gain?
Of that, at this moment in time, even I am unsure. All I know is, he has done wrong by my people, back when we were both alive.
Well, we can't have that.
No, I'm afraid we can't.
Is his soul trapped in the realm of memories similar to this shadow person?
Indeed.
Well, mayhaps when you deem to teach me more about souls, I'll pay him a visit.
I believe that time may not be too far off. Is there anything else that you wish to know?
Are you aware of any others that your little shadow rat is erased?
Oh, many. Many from the bloodlines of the Kingdom of Light. Not so much the kings and queens of the throne. More so their friends, their family, their cohorts. Many.
Well, joke's on him then.
I do wonder where his mind will lead once we eradicate Resrora. But I would be very careful. If he knows too much about where you're from, you may become his next target.
Well, I was planning on paying him a visit at some point anyway.
So long as you don't forge a contract, you have full blessing on my part. But I would be very careful.
Of course. I know how devils are. And besides, you're the only devil in my eyes. And I'll sit in there.
You step ever closer into danger. Just mind your step, is all I would ask.
I always do.
Yeah, and he is, sent away.
think I'm good for now.
Okay.
A lot to write down.
Yeah. Trying to get the lore dump from someone who's older than most of time itself.
That's where you gotta go.
That's very fair. Yeah. As you awaken, and we move back to... I think it would be Melkai next.
Oh boy.
What are you wanting to see?
So, as Melkai is going to sleep, reciting his passages that he was reading, I feel like he would want to focus a little bit more on that guy who resurrected him, because he already knows he's going to see Yuihashi at the Dwarf Kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
So, I guess he would just be wondering about that, being like, damn, did I really just get brought back for no reason? I mean, I got this crystal, but like...
On that, make a religion check.
About to be religious up in this bitch. 18.
18. You're trying to focus more on the man that you know at this point has brought you back. Or at least so he claims to. You think of the area you were in, Rama's Vale. And at this point, could you also give me a perception check?
Yeah. His name was Cicero, right?
Yes.
Oh, fuck you. It was about to be 18.
Oof.
7.
You're back in the same spot. You see Cicero sleeping. Just like in a small bed of flowers, his staff next to him. And you're not able to really see too much out of just like the raw abundance of nature. Hold on 1 second. If you could go ahead and roll me perception one more time.
Okay.
Okay, not too
15.
bad. Not too bad. You look around, and in front of you, something you really haven't thought of or didn't think to look at before, as you were so focused on the conversation with Cicero. You see, just up ahead, what looks to be just rain clouds. And you can see, like, where the rain starts before, like, where you're at, where it's pretty crystal clear right now. It's cloudy, but there's just, like, a starting sheet of rain. Directly in front of you, leading into deeper woods.
I'm not gonna wake up Cicero because I'm not that rude. Gonna let him rest.
Mm-hmm.
But looking where the rain is like cut off, is it like a pretty like decisive cut?
Yep.
For where I can see. I'll grab my book, put it on my back, and I'll start walking into the woods.
Alrighty. You walk in. Once again, just very dense trees and foliage through here. And then you get the smell of sea salt. Mixed with something you're never really able to smell magic. But if you could, I think this would be the most approximate thing you could think of.
Smells like cilantro.
Sure.
I'll start. I'll smell the sea salt, and I'll be like, I know the ethereal ocean is in between everything, right?
Make a history check.
Okay.
You absolutely do. And you just now remembered you've only been to the ethereal ocean once. Which isn't too out of the ordinary. You did go on a whole pilgrimage to all the different religious sites.
So I'd be dipping my toes in that ocean.
The ethereal ocean, while it's directly connected to Rama's Glade, isn't really considered one. It's just kind of considered an odd phenomenon. Because all things considered, you would look at it and think, kind of looks more like a lake than anything, just like a giant oversized lake.
Hmm.
And for some reason, just a part of that was blocked out of your memory. Going to it. But as soon as you remember it, your feet are immediately where the water and the coast touch. And it is pure white sand.
Okay.
And it is completely raining over the whole thing.
At that point, I'll start looking around in the distance to see if I can see anything. Is it very misty or foggy currently?
Oddly enough, not really. The water and everything above it's pretty crystal clear. Just a deep dark blue.
Can I see in it?
Make a perception check at advantage. Woo!
22.
Damn, you're rolling good on this one.
Whoop. I might have been rolling bad on the last one and lost all of our memories, but this time I'm gonna see what's in that fucking ocean.
I lost all of our memories.
Yeah, that was.
Well, I forgot you did that, so I think I did it.
Oh god.
But you can't even think that if you don't know you're looking for it in the first place.
Who are you people?
Who are you people? You look over to the water. You can see right through it, yes. And it mostly just looks like the pure white sand going off to where it reaches a sandbar and then a drop off. Kind of like a normal ocean. You feel something deep in the pit of your chest. As you, just like on instinct, you pull out your crystal.
Okay.
And you look through the crystal to the water, and it's a little murky, but starts to become more and more clear by the second. And looking through the crystal, in your periphery around it, you see just the same normal water. But looking through the crystal, you see a pretty clear image of a very sunny, very bright oasis. And the water is crystal clear, like turquoise blue.
Okay.
And I will say, on that 22, you see...
the truth of the world?
Yeah, the truth of the world. You see everything.
Oh.
Yeah, you see the entire cosmos and what we're really doing here.
All in a day's work, fellas.
You see what looks to be a little girl. Seemingly just playing around in the water. She has just this shorter, cut off, completely almost bronze-looking hair. And a very desert-dwelling looking outfit.
Okay. How far away is she from me?
From where you're looking into the crystal, couldn't be no more than like 30 meters.
If I look past the crystal, do I still see her? Like I go...
Mm-mm. You're looking at the water.
Oh, this is weird. Hello?
Give me a straight... Just roll a d20 for me.
I can do that. 15.
You call out, and seemingly at first no response. And then you see the girl stop in her tracks, and she's just looking around, but isn't able to really see anything.
Can I, So if I, like, move the crystal around, does
The
it
scenario-
nothing change?
You
Does
can
the
see...
scenario change?
Not the scenario, you're able to see more of the place she's at. And honestly, by the size, like you're just kind of like circling the joint, basically.
Mm-hmm.
This is a pretty sizable oasis, all things considered.
Is it deep?
Not extremely. And it's definitely not the size of the Ethereal Ocean.
Okay.
But you see it looks unnatural for an oasis to be the size that it is. This could
Okay.
essentially be like a pretty sizable pond just in the middle of a desert. Even though the water is like crystal clear turquoise.
If I move the water around right in front of me, and like try to get her attention that way, does that do anything?
You don't see any response.
I'm gonna start getting closer by holding up the crystal. Let's see if I walk closer, if I get closer.
Are you walking in more and more toward the water?
Yeah.
Could you roll me a Constitution saving throw?
I'm so good at those. Those are like my best.
Okay, not too bad.
I'd like to kill you outright.
You do. You walk in, and you're able to really catch this before it has any adverse effects. There is a pure arcane density to this water. And it's so much so that it feels like you've been completely soaked in water. But there's more so just like the sense of like pure pressure on your back.
Like pushing me down?
Seemingly more so just trying to stop you. As you hear someone call out, excuse me there, friend. May want to be careful going in there.
What's gonna happen if I... Oh, hey, man. And I'll look at him and be like, hey.
Oh, who's gonna stop me?
No.
You look back and you see the same figure who was talking to you right at the end of the last mission.
Oh, so the guy with the hood?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey. Alright, well, yeah, I'll get out. I just saw, through the crystal, I saw, like, a little girl wearing, like, a desert outfit in the water, or in an oasis, so...
Through your crystal?
Yeah. You wanna see?
Sure. You see he mage hands just holding
Okay.
it. Just wanted to be careful.
No, that's fair.
How interesting. Well, he hands your crystal back to you. It is interesting. I've heard a couple of legends here and there about this crystals you're holding. The Ethereal Ocean is a central point of the ley lines. So those who tread the water need be careful. Otherwise it can essentially paralyze your soul.
Oh. Is that why I felt like a lot of pressure on my back?
Yes.
No,
Ah.
I felt like I was having a heart attack.
Is that
And
why half my face is a little bit slumped right now?
Maybe a little bit.
Okay, I'll just...
Do you smell burning something?
This smells like toast. I would maybe step back out to the water.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and get out of the water. I feel like I've also been here before, but I don't remember it.
Well, typically this place is protected to ward anyone from being in it.
Oh, I was...
But you're currently not in the realm of the waking, and I'm assuming that crystal has a big part to play in all of this, so...
Probably. This crystal has been changing and updating ever since we've been moving around, so... Seems like it has its own kind of will, almost.
Perhaps. And judging that it reacts in some way to this celestial body of water, may be a good thing, I'm not entirely sure.
Speaking of which, do you know why this big body of water formed? Was it like a huge asteroid? Did it kill all the dinosaurs?
Well,
Are we in the Gulf of Mexico?
Are we
According-
in Chicxulub Greater?
according to the history I've read, when Bahamut and his brother fought, this continent and the Ring continent were once one whole being. During that scuffle, it shattered into 3 continents. And what used to remain here was nothing but essentially Badlands. Something seemingly deserted. And according to history, was displaced to another place entirely by the Overseers.
Okay. So the Overseers displaced this whole place? Is that...
The landmass that used to be here.
Okay.
And supposedly because of the raw amount of arcane force needed to move an entire continent in the blink of an eye, kind of made another ley line crossing, and forced many to essentially spill out into this body of water. Me personally, I'm not entirely sure, but I can say for certain it has a higher level of arcane energy than most ley line intersections across this entire planet.
Is this the only ley line intersection on this continent, or...
Oh no, all the spots where the Overseers, temples, observatories, and whatnot, those are where many intersect. And certain elements spring forth from there.
Gotcha.
That's why they are in the spots that they are.
Is Ramu's Glade more affected by this Ethereal Ocean then, since it's pretty much right next to it?
A little bit, yes.
Okay. Makes sense.
It's why the foliage is so dense. It essentially created a ring for itself to ward any from getting lost.
Okay.
Because this much exposure to raw arcana, not typically advisable for many mortals.
Am I gonna grow another arm?
Oh no, you should be
no.
fine. You're lucky that you're currently experiencing this on another plane. But even then, you still felt that pressure on your back.
True.
So it's not off the table that if you were to be reckless, it could be a lot worse.
At that point then, I guess I do have a question to ask you, because kind of made me go away in a hurry when I was trying to ask questions.
So that was not my desire.
It happens, you know. Sometimes you have to do the good old Midwestern goodbye where you go, well.
No, oddly enough,
Hands on knees.
Oddly enough, I feel like I've heard that same expression before.
But I just wanted to hopefully like get a little bit more information if possible about like Cicero and how.
You wish to know why I brought you back? Yes.
Yeah, that's it.
I can't give you the entirety of the details, as I am bound not to.
Oh.
What I can tell you, though, it was a request from a dear acquaintance of mine.
Question. Are they an acquaintance of mine?
In a roundabout way.
So, like, I might be a friend of their cousin or something like that.
A friend of their friend.
Friend of their friend, yeah. Got it. Alright.
Your heart, in your time, was something very much of note. In the world I come from, I'm not from this world myself. I was essentially shunted here, let's say, by a force beyond my recognition at the time. But a friend of mine saved me and brought me here. And they knew I had certain clerical powers not very common in this world. And they noted you being very pure of heart to the cause that you once held to your people.
Well, that's nice of them. But, I mean, I was just doing what I needed to. I didn't felt like I was doing anything for good. I killed a lot of people, actually. Like...
But you were trying to free your people.
True.
I know very well the struggle you had to go through. I experienced myself. Just a unprompted genocide against your fellow compatriots. Mine more so the people I studied with. Yours more so your family and your friend connections. Your race.
All because of some bloodstones.
If you want the truth, mine was simply for the treasure they held.
Yeah, there's some people out there that have power that honestly shouldn't.
Wholeheartedly agree.
Yeah, like that fucking cat. Aya's here, but Aya is tear stained. Just yeah, like that fucking cat.
Oh, hey, Aya.
Yeah, her mascara is running. It's like bright purple and glittery.
Did you try to go in the Ethereal Ocean? I wouldn't recommend it. You could become paralyzed from it.
Yeah, that's what happened. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happened. It's totally what happened.
her sleeves are covered in eyeshadow and eyeliner, and she's like, "Yeah, the ocean."
Do you need like a handkerchief? I think I got one.
Yep.
Okay.
She pulls out like a bottle of micellar water, what the fantasy equivalent. And it's just like. Anyways, this is crazy.
But yes, not fun to lose the entirety of the people you hold dear simply because of greed.
True. I also lost him a second time when I came back. Because I don't even recognize the people who are currently in Eisenwald anymore. Everything changes so much. It's
And for you
weird.
especially, it's been different since you were gone for 300 years.
Yeah.
You were just barely out of the scope of my power to bring you back, too.
It's usually what happens.
I apologize.
Appreciate you for bringing me back, by the way. I feel like I haven't said that yet. You know,
Well, I was going to say, if you wish to have rest, I do apologize.
I mean, to be honest, the way I went out was kind of like a bad way. So, like, I get a second chance to not go out in that kind of way again. So, I think it's a win.
Very fair. Well, it was no issue on my part. I believe that it was the correct choice.
Oh, thank you. I met a lot of interesting people so far, and I made a group of comrades that interesting. And I think I'm gonna have a lot of good memories with them.
Good phrase. Phrase.
I'm gonna have a lot of good, memories.
I'm gonna experience a lot of new stuff that I don't think I would have by myself.
That is very fair. And trust me, I get it. Some party members can be a bit much.
I'm pretty sure one of them wants to kill a lot of people. And I saw them eat someone's throat out, which, hey,
But
I respect.
they
but-
bear
I'm sorry, girls can't have fun anymore.
they bear a crystal such as yours, correct?
Correct. So that's why I'm still completely fine to work with them. It seems like we all have a common goal. Everyone goes through their own thing, and everyone processes it differently.
Very
I'm not
fair.
going to be a judge to if the way you do it is to rip someone's throat out with your bare teeth. More power to you. As long as they were attacking you.
Very fair.
He came at me, so I stabbed him 86 times. Is that so wrong? Castle doctrine.
I'm standing my ground.
I have had party members that were a little more obsessed with power than the normal sort every now and again, so I do understand. I think, though, if they bear a crystal such as you, they probably bear some sort of intention, however destructive it might be, at least with a goal that is more pure than you might think.
And you know what? I can kind of see that. Honestly. This is gonna be the last thing I ask you, and this isn't really like a question to find out more about like what happened and everything. But maybe you will have a little bit more insight on this. Since I came back and I have a second chance, I'm wondering with myself if I should try and start something new, start to change my life up a bit, do things I wouldn't normally do for a second chance, or if I should keep the old same way I've been doing.
Roll an insight.
Am I a new person? pretty much.
Roll an insight real quick.
Boom. I thought that was gonna be a nat 1.
You're not able to see his face. He hasn't really shown it this whole time. But just like there's a bit of a stiffness in the shoulders, and then it kind of loosens a bit. As you just hear him let out a small... You know? There was a point in my life where I had to really ask myself that question. My best friend had gone separate ways from mine, and their family blamed it on me. And I felt betrayed by everyone that I considered close to me, and since my other family had all but disappeared on me, felt like a death for myself. And then someone who I used at that point didn't want to consider important to me called out for help. And it took a lot of work, but it brought us back together. And I sort of changed a lot of my views on that as well, as I was so caught up with only caring for myself at a certain point. I guess the best way I could say this is do what you feel is the right thing for you to do.
Oh. That feeling's gonna be a hard one to find, but I bet I'll find it in no time.
I can see it.
Well, I've been sleeping this entire time.
Yes, I think it's about time for you to go back to the waking world, but...
Can I also get your name?
You see that he extends out a hand. Make one last perception check.
I'm gonna perceive him. Nat 20.
You motherfucker.
I'm gonna see everything.
How much do I reveal in this moment?
Everything!
My name. I'm gonna roll one check for myself real quick. Well, difficult question, as can't really say my name in this realm. But I think I could at least show you what I look like. And all of a sudden, you see his body become a little bit more ethereal for a second. Just like the lower half of his body just like starts to like do this ghostly fade as you see like blue fireflies surround him. As
fireflies.
Kind of like the ghostly like will-o'-the-wisp flames.
That means there's a great jackers nearby, I think.
I gotta sharpen my weapon real quick. Give me a moment.
You see, as he lets his hood down and sticks out a hand, you see that this man is a boarfolk.
Ew!
A boarfolk?
Mm-hmm.
Boarfolk. Yep.
And there is a distinct scar over his left eye.
Hmm.
The
Wait,
best way...
His left eye?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I got a scar over my left eye.
Jack?
Yeah, it's Jack. It's just Jack.
And then you guys kiss.
Here we go. I've been waiting all my life for this.
Bodies.
Exactly, Jack. Exactly.
He speaks up and says, For now, you can refer to me as Cicero. In a sense, we are one and the same being.
Hey, Matt, I have a question.
Mhm.
Are you familiar with the Broadway musical, Chicago? I think wait, no. The one where it's the ladies in prison.
That's Chicago.
Is that Chicago? Okay. Is Cicero the name of one of the ladies? It's like Pop 10. Cicero. Lip shits.
Yeah.
Lip shits and Cicero are the only two I remember. So it's pronounced like Cicero, right?
Cicero,
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. That'll help me remember. If I can remember Cicero and lip shits. Okay. Write that down.
Well, Cicero, it's nice to meet you, and I'm pretty sure I'll be seeing you again.
I would hope so. I have a strong feeling your crystals are going to lead you here at some point.
Oh, yeah. Alright, well, I'll let you also get to sleep if you're not sleeping already.
Well, the body, Cicero, is taking his rest at the moment, so as soon as he awakens, it'll be my turn to sleep.
Gotcha. Alright, well, it was nice talking to you, and just know that I'm not upset from coming back.
I'm glad.
But when I see you in person.
A lot of planets could do more with warriors like you.
Oh yeah. Thank you.
Now, go out and make sure none of them get hurt. Make sure you don't get hurt yourself.
Oh, getting hurt's mostly my job, but I'll keep it to a minimum.
Well, still, be careful anyway.
I will.
Getting hurt is kind of.
And Malkai, correct?
Yes.
May Asura guide your path.
May Azure guide your path. Malkai has like a big smile on his face when someone says that. No one has said that to him yet, and he's just like, "Woo!"
Yeah. Gives you a sincere bow and smile as you awaken.
I had a pretty good dream.
As we then move on to... I had a great dream. Yeah. I'm glad. Oh, good.
Hey Anya, you were in my dream. You needed a handkerchief. Do you need another handkerchief?
I would say Aya's face makeup, it has returned. Like, it's fine. She has a comedic, like, Looney Tunes powder puff thing that, like, has her entire face makeup on, and she just, like, slaps it on her face, and it's back on. Like, eyeliner, lip gloss, eyeshadow, the whole 9 yards. Yeah. Her face looks normal, but she's still, like, that was crazy that people were crying and shit. That was crazy.
As we move on to Mr. Verness. Mr. Verness, what are you seeking at this moment?
So, more than likely, I'm probably gonna have to say, if I were to go in here, I really, really want to check in on my, the competition for the Iron Chef.
You're gonna say your wife.
No, I know what she's up to.
Oh my god, I love you, Adam. So you want to check in on how the Iron Chef competition thing is starting to pan out?
Yeah, I want to see my rivals. See what I'm up against.
All right. Yeah. You think of the Grand Chef Hall in Sidroka, where it is always held. As you're looking in, there's a ton of people just like rampantly running about, getting stuff ready. You see people just barking orders, be like, no, that needs to go over there, that needs to go over there. Where's the fucking garlic? Where's the fucking tomatoes? God, what don't I pay you people for? What don't I don't pay you for?
He
What
needs
don't-
a whole. He needs a
What do I
whole
not pay
staff.
you for?
Mr. Vanessa's thinking like he needs a whole staff for his operation.
This is the
Pathetic.
Listen,
this is the
misplacing
50th
spices.
anniversary, people. This is the 50th anniversary. It's going to be the big one, okay? We got all 3 of our boys working their asses off to get these grand dishes ready. And all of these second-rate chefs and people, this Mr. Denny's guy who keeps wanting to show up, talking about some sort of grand slam.
Keep his name out your fucking mouth.
Oh no. Okay. Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. Where's Janice, Sephiroth, and Angeal? Where are they? As you see 3 Asimars walk up. One with black wings, one with white wings, and one with brown wings.
Okay.
As you see the one with brown wings, like, you're really stressing out this early in the game. You know we still got like another month before this thing really kicks off, right? As you see the one with white wings speaks up and says, yeah, but we're gonna have like 24 chefs competing for the grand prize, so...
24.
As in you see the one with black wings just shake his head. I seriously don't see why you fret so much about getting all the ingredients in order. We need them to be fresh as possible. Like, I know you want us to have as many things in our repertoire as needed, but we can't just let them sit on the shelf and rot. As you see, the manager of all this is like, boys, look, you're my boys, my angels, okay? If I don't do this right, I'm gonna have a heart attack and die on the set, okay? I need all 3 of you and all other of these 21 Nimrods who are gonna be showing up to give me the absolute best, okay? Hold on 1 second. I've heard some word that there's this guy that owns a shack on a beach who's gonna show up. It'll be real funny if that guy shows up and just blows away our competition, okay?
That fucking guy. That fucking guy.
And the retired captain is gonna be funding a lot of this, so I want to make sure it's done right. As you see the Janice, the one with brown wings, just flips his hair and says, all right, well, if you insist. Come on, brothers, we need to go get ready. As you see just Angeal and Sephiroth just shaking their head in disapproval. They looked very tired.
Okay, and I'm just kind of observing all this without essentially...
Make a perception check.
Sure.
Oh no!
Dang.
You want to use your inspiration token?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and do
You
that.
get an overdrive point if you don't. You get an overdrive point.
If
He's
it was
already
meant
at max.
if it was meant to be, it was meant to be, and we'll see just how that goes.
Okay,
Hey.
much better.
Let's go.
You're taking a look around, and you actually see there's like, it's basically a giant arena that you're cooking in that's been fitted to be like a massive colossal kitchen. But you see at the very top is basically where the host is going to like present and like oversee everyone at the show. And you see a paper that gives you the outline of the last 3 rounds and what the special dishes are going to be and the ingredient that you have to use.
If I look at this, it would technically be cheating, right?
Not really. because the ingredient is well, it is cheating to an extent. They reveal it right before the round starts, so you would know in advance.
I would know in advance, but morally and for everything I stand for, I can't. I'm gonna have to do this without knowing what it is.
You do also see there's a grand prize.
I mean, that's not cheating to know what the grand prize is.
The grand prize is 25,000 gil. And a golden frying pan.
Well, good to know, as I just write that down in the notepad. Man. 25,000?
25,000 gil.
In reality, you would never want to own an all-gold frying pan because gold has a very low melting point when compared to most metals. So it's like, what the fuck is the point? I guess for smacking. I guess that could be your smacking pan.
Well, I can dual wield. I can now dual wield. And yes, one would be soft, but it's faster.
Wait, what do you mean it's faster, Adam? Explain.
I'm going by Minecraft reference.
Yeah, no, I knew what you were talking about. I could sense the autism. I know gold moves faster. I know.
Oh yeah. Well, that sounds good.
Gold is pretty soft, but if you hit it against a skull, the skull will dent far quicker than the gold will. So it'd make an okay smacking pan. But you probably want to put that over your mantle, like near your wedding, like replace your wedding photos, like take those down and then just put the pan up there.
Yeah. Well, you gotta understand, some of these pots and pans I've actually used as portrait frames. You see, I take out the middle, any old pans that I've got, I'll just take out the middle and then just put the picture right in there.
Aren't you a regular fucking, what's that guy that goes, ugh? That guy?
Tim Allen.
Which
Tim
one?
Allen, aren't you?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Tim Allen, Buzz Lightyear.
Hey, Matt, write that down. Character idea, artificer. That is,
Tim the Tool Man.
Tim the Tool Man. Please write that down. Write that down. Thank you.
Oh no, that's right up there with Mosby.
Thank you. Mosby was my creation. I appreciate that is held to such a high caliber.
Yes.
I will never play him again because I don't understand how to do barbarians.
You did very well in that.
You did,
very.
And it's just do until you die.
Yeah, that's about it.
Alrighty. Is there anything else you wanted to get out of the dream? Or was it just information about the competition coming up?
Now that I've gotten the information about the competition, I will check in on my wife.
I will
see how she's
sabotage
doing.
all of the other contestants.
It cuts to your wife. Either would be funny. But it cuts to your wife either cheating on you.
No, that's not funny.
She's dead.
No, that's rough because I've been in campaigns where both has happened in what's my wife up to? And one person in particular, like this was a year ago, was just like, I just want to check in on my girlfriend, and some dude from the tavern, like someone that they absolutely hated, they were going for it.
Well,
he ended up burning down her house.
An equally funny option. It just cuts to her, like, I don't know, like crocheting, and she's like, I think of him often. So often does he come to my mind, and it's just you being like, I want to see what those fucking other cooks are doing. She's like, not a minute is he not in my mind, and you're just fucking those fucking assholes.
The best way I can describe their dynamic is Miracle Max and his wife from Princess Bride. If you guys know what I'm talking about.
I do, but every time I watch that movie, there are just so many other characters that are far more memorable in that movie than the two hobbity dwellers that stitch up the main protagonist. I'm too busy thinking about Andre the Giant.
Yeah.
And how he's gone too soon, and how I only knew of his passing when I was 17 years old.
Dang.
Yeah.
Thought he was alive the entire time.
Nope.
I cried. I took a day off of high school.
So you're checking on your wife. You see, she is standing out just on the porch of your all's home. Just looking out toward the ocean as the sun is finishing setting. And just lets out a sigh of longing. You gotta be doing okay out there, you son of a bitch.
You scream from beyond the void. I'm fine, honey.
Quit telling everyone I'm dead!
I can still hear his voice to this day.
I lost my dear husband, Edgar.
I'm not dead!
Over here. Quit telling everyone I'm dead.
I still can hear his voice.
I love that so many of you. I've never met anybody that recognizes that quote.
Really?
My mom is the only other person that knows that quote.
I freaking love that movie. Anyways, gosh. Yeah. No, just kind of take that in, and really just also while I'm looking. Even though, there's a sense of, we're gonna be okay, everything's gonna be fine, it's like, this is the third war that I've gone off to and left her behind with, and it really just kind of takes a moment to kind of really process that, and then just kind of go over and kiss her on the forehead before going.
Yeah, you see just a small smile across her face as she goes to get set up to go to bed.
Alright.
Yeah, as you wake up. And all of you are now awake. As you see Pioneer just standing over the beds of everyone, just staring at them.
If he's right in my face right when I wake up...
No. He's just staring over everyone.
There is a quick way to get the pan.
He's just like...
Ben.
Did you all find the man with the third leg?
What?
Damn it!
No.
Shit.
Listen. Pioneer. I realize this third leg thing is very important for you. I don't know if anyone like that exists. I really don't see how it's possible.
Log 578. The cook is full of shit.
The cook has resorted to lying to my face.
You all see Lucian just looking out the window, turns around and see all of you just conversing. Did you all get what you need?
Mostly.
I feel a lot better.
So do I.
Aya, how do you feel?
Mute.
It's just mute. That's just.
Caesar curled up in the corner.
Well. Only one more real stop to this place, and then we could probably find a place to settle in for the night and head back to Stroka tomorrow.
Alright.
Alright. As he leads you all up to the big-ass telescope. Who first?
Why not?
Okay. Mr. Vanessa, make a perception check.
Alright, give me guidance. Nos, here we go.
Not bad.
17, not terrible.
You look through the telescope, and immediately, like, just looking in a few random directions, you see what look like other planets. And you can see many of them different, like, sizes, shapes, and colors. A lot of them just seem to be, like, monotone at first, and then, like, maybe have some sort of layer of clouds you've never really seen. And all the while, just, like, an intermingling of stars just in the background. Just as far as your range can see. And you actually do manage to find, like, another planet mostly covered in water. And you see this planet also has primarily 2 giant continents, but they seem to be side by side.
Huh. Interesting. Wonder what they would call that one.
Let me see. Lucian looks.
Yeah, here.
Lucian looks through. I'm gonna have.
Yeah,
him
take a look.
roll. I'm gonna have him roll for that. I don't know if that one's really been named yet. A lot of them. Unfortunately, a lot of the people that, like, document these are currently referring to them as, like, Terra 1 or Terra 2 or Gaia whatever.
Yeah.
I don't see this one listed.
Could give it a name. Or at least until we find the name, if there is one.
Maybe. What were you thinking?
Decisions. I mean, it could be anything, right?
Say it, Adam. I know you want to.
What do I want to say?
I don't know. I don't know. You look like you had an idea.
You look like you're scheming something.
I don't know. I mean, I recently just heard somebody badmouthing Denny. Right?
No!
I don't know.
Don't call the planet Denny's.
No, it could be Planet Grand Slam. Could be I don't know. something like that. No, genuinely thinking about this. We could call it Aeolus.
Aeolus.
I don't know why. Kind of gives me that vibe. And I don't really know what Aeolus is, but you know what? Hey.
I think that's what you call.
That's no. I knew you were gonna go there.
Adam is actually putting this in because of Greek god Aeolus, but yeah.
Nice.
But nonetheless, yeah, just I've heard that name in passing, and I feel like I don't know, that'd be a good one.
Definitely sounds like a celestial body. You write that in their charts. As you see, he just writes down a note and says, "Also, come up with more original names."
Maybe. I don't know.
No, not you. Them.
Oh, I see.
No, he's saying to the people that wrote this in their charts, "Hey, maybe come up with better names like this one, Aeolus."
That one's got a pog.
Man. All right. Well, looks like I mean, I got what I wanted. Anyone else want to take a peek?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Make a perception check, Cynthia. 15. You... Actually, that's not too far from Adams. Yeah. You see a ton...
I just see Aeolus again. I'm like, I think I'm gonna name that something.
That would be really funny.
Christopher Columbus it. Just...
Yeah. You're looking at the planet he named.
A new planet.
You see the planet that he in fact named Aeolus.
The biggest planet, the best planet.
The biggest planet, best planet.
It's got water. It's got earth. I don't see any fire, but we can make that happen.
It's got a life-sustaining atmosphere. What more could you want?
You start off on the planet they left off on. And you're looking past and you actually see quite a number of planets that are like mostly water. A good handful of them are frankly just water.
Boring.
You do land on one that, oddly enough, the water looks darker. Like, it looks like a darker blue.
Is that oil?
Is that oil? But you see, a lot of it seems to be, like, shrouded in clouds. And all in all, there's a ton of, like, smaller continents, including, like, this one really long snake-like one. Just, like, kind of in the middle. And you see one of the continents seems to be, like, completely encased in snow. Meanwhile, off on another continent, it almost looks almost entirely made out of metal.
Diverse wilderness on this one.
Oh, yeah. Huh. Seems this one is roll. Oh, hey, look at that. This one's called Terra 1.
Boring name, but whatever.
Yeah. Again, I just... There's more than Terra and Gaia. Taya and Yo, Mr. Vanessa, we should call one of these Taya and Gara to fuck with them.
Taya and Gara, yeah. Here we go.
No talking.
But yeah, that's all you really see, Cynthia.
Pass it off to whoever's next.
I think it's just Melkai at this point. Melkai, make a perception check.
You got this.
I'm gonna see what this new telescope looks like. I'm gonna go ahead and use my reroll.
Please.
Yeah.
There we
There
go.
we go. You know what? Hey, how about this? I should have been doing this before, but I'm gonna throw on guidance. If it's
Okay. That's alright.
Sure.
if I can.
There you go. 21.
21.
21.
You're
Oh, wow.
looking out. And much like the past two, you see a lot of water-covered planets. You see one that almost looks like 4 or 5 times the size of the other ones. With a moon that has a ginormous crater in it.
This
And
is a lot more clear to see through than the last time I've been here.
Yeah, there's a lot more detail. Including, you can see in that crater, there almost looks to be some sort of castle on there.
Hmm.
So So I see a castle in the crater on the moon.
Yeah.
Hey, can this thing zoom in any more? Just a question. If not, I understand.
Let me see. Oh, you're zoomed in like almost as far as you can push it.
Yeah, I push it a little bit more. I see something I want to get closer look to.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Okay. That's not good. We'll see how it goes. Do I get guidance?
Yes.
Please be 4.
You're not able to really push in much more. You do see that the castle is kind of like tealish green in nature.
It's tealish green?
Mm-hmm.
I'll start describing that to people. You're like, yeah, I see a castle and a crater on the moon.
And a silver spoon. Little boy blue and the man in the moon.
Yeah, that one. No, wait, no, not that one. Not that one.
Sorry.
No, I like that song though. Like, you can keep on singing, but like, you guys want to?
Do you want to look?
Moving around?
No. They would be way too small for you to catch that.
Fuck. Well, now I know there's a castle on the moon. I know where my next goal is.
That's a
You're
lofty.
going to steal the moon.
That's a lofty goal.
I'm going to steal the moon.
The moon.
Aya, do you want to check?
I don't think I would have any reason to check.
You don't want to just take a gander and see if you can find an interesting planet?
Yeah, but what if she looks in and there's a spooky alien?
Well, that would be
Thanks,
funny.
Cynthia.
Give it a shot.
Yeah, I'll look in. I guess she's gonna look for the fucking rabbit.
All right. Make a perception check.
I'm all out of luck rolls, and I just can feel it in my heart of hearts that I'm gonna get a 1, and somehow Aya's just gonna be looking straight at the sun.
I don't see anything. You just see like smoke start coming out.
Exactly. Her eyes are white. That's incredible. I got an 18 plus 5.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
nice.
23.
18 plus eyes. I got them LASIK eyeballs right now.
You look through it, and you actually see a couple of interesting, like, celestial bodies. You see, like, a couple of just, like, nebulas of just, like, varying ranges of blue to pink coloration.
Pink.
You actually see an entire galaxy a little bit off a ways that's actually, like, a lot closer to this one.
Wow. That's where the stars kiss.
I don't think you want that to happen. Heard that could cause explosions.
Oh, I think I do.
Yeah. Are you a hater, James?
No, I'm not a hater. I just think science is a little bit real.
That's exactly what a hater would say.
Damn. And you actually see a bit of a common trend. Another water-based planet. Nothing too out of the ordinary. You do see that this one also has a moon, but it has a very distinct crater formation. And it almost looks like a unicorn's head.
Malachi, I also have a lofty goal.
That's just France.
That's just France!
That's sick, Cynthia. Shit. Yeah, I wanna go there. And she just points up.
Yep, you can absolutely see that.
That's sick as hell. Man. Wow. God damn, the Earth is... Wow, this planet's amazing. Wow. Man, I love science.
Oh yeah.
Is that it? I just see a bunch of galaxies and stuff.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Aya's eyes move away from the binoculars and they're just white. She saw a star explode or something.
Wow.
I'm gonna roll for Pioneer. I see a disc.
Great.
Oh no. Is it a moving?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, it's probably supposed to be there then.
It's getting closer.
It's getting closer, guys. No, it's a circle of water, but all of the edge is ice.
Oh, yeah. So, in space, I remember. I did a report on this. I had to make it out of cake pops and shit. So in space, water is like really cold, so the water turns to ice on the ends. So it's probably like the rings on a planet or something.
No, that's the ice wall. At
Yes,
the end of the
it is
flat Earth.
It's an ice wall. Look.
Cynthia, stop talking to him about the flat Earth. I don't like that.
You see a flat planet.
No.
You see a flat planet with ice all around the edges.
Well, I guess it doesn't matter that you don't like it. It's right there.
No, I literally was just looking. It's not.
Piper or Aya, you look through and you see a flat planet with an ice ring.
Guys, I'm gonna throw up.
Guys, I'm gonna throw up.
Guys, I'm gonna do it.
All right, that's enough telescoping for today. There's some secrets the government doesn't want you to know about. Alrighty. Well, let's get some rest, shall we? We have some important business to take care of in Sidroka tomorrow. Yeah. And, you all are actually able to sleep here for the night, because no one else is really here.
Alright.
Didn't we just rest?
That wasn't a full rest check.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That was a quick nap.
It was also like a dream sequence. Like it was brought on to us.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't we were going.
You all go to sleep for the night. And you all wake up the next day. It looks pretty stormy looking outside. Just kind of looks like storm clouds are starting to set in above.
Beautiful day.
Nice Morticia Adams fucking bullshit.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I like the rain too. It's nice.
Yeah, that's like a straight up Morticia Adams in almost every iteration of the Adams family. She opens a window to like golf ball size hail and rain and thunder, and she's like, "Lovely morning.
What a beautiful day."
Exactly.
Yeah. As I assume y'all are gonna teleport straight to Sidroka.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, we're definitely not walking back.
Yeah. I would hope not. Yeah, you all use your crystals to teleport. And are you going to the castle or are you going to the forge?
Was there a reason we need to go to the forge first?
I mean, I have a thing, but they can wait.
I'd say we'd probably go to the castle and let them know what we have first, or information we got.
Yeah.
Alright.
I bought that orichalcum crystal.
True.
Alrighty. You all, warp to the castle doors. And immediately, you all hear a crackle of lightning. Just like slam down on the earth. Almost masking the screams of people coming from the town. As you take a look around, there are fires being set.
Why do they have to get up so early?
We should probably check to see if people are alright.
Guys.
We were only gone for 4 fucking days!
Yeah, we need to go. Let's go.
Alrighty. You all rush into town. Oh, hold on 1 second.
You want us to go ahead and roll initiative?
Not yet. Don't worry, I'm about to end.
No, I thought like there was a visible danger.
Well, yeah, but don't worry.
Danger.
You all walk into the center of town where your last scuffle was. And you all see 2 individuals. And everyone make a perception check real quick.
Aya got a 10.
16.
Aya's still thinking about the ice wall.
9.
Malachi is also thinking about the ice wall.
16. I'm a grandmother.
I'm a grandmother.
16. 9, Melkai, you don't really see anything. What'd you get, Aya?
10.
10, yeah. You mostly see just the town being set ablaze. Cynthia, and Mr. Vaness, you're able to make out 2 figures. One of them very large, just seemingly imposing, almost like 8 feet tall. And next to him seems to be more of a regal-looking individual. And Cynthia, you recognize a logo on the back of his coat, in the shape of a lion's head. And you recognize that as the crest of Lionheart. And I will actually provide reference for both of these.
Oh boy.
As you all walk up, does anyone say anything?
I see the image of
What do I know about the Lionheart?
Roll a history check.
12.
12. You don't know a whole lot, but they are a mercenary group that, aided a lot of people at one point in the Kingdom of Radiana.
Do I see these people?
Yes.
Were they, like, chill back then?
Yes.
Okay. And I assume that was before 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You do
I
see
just
them,
see people
Melkai.
standing there.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's really all you see. You
Like,
do
oh.
notice the man in the suit. You actually clock. You think he's a half Goliath.
No, I'll run up and be like, hey, is everything good? What's happening?
Do you walk up to this guy?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they're bad people, right? Do I sense any malice from them? I do? Never mind,
Yes.
I get my weapons out immediately.
Okay.
Aya would immediately be like, "Hey, shit lips!" and like throw her keyblade up in the air, swirling like the
Yeah.
taunt almost that Sora does,
Yeah.
throwing the keyblade up and catching it. But yeah, she does say that. She says,
You see.
"Hey, shit lips!"
You see these two whip around, and you see the very tall Goliath man in the suit just like nods his head toward the other one, says, "Hey boss, I think those are the ones we're looking for." As you see, shorter man has a blade on his shoulder and just a ton of fire energy coming from his hand. Oh yeah. Guess you're right, King. Well, let's do what we came here to do. You all got two options. You either surrender now and we take you in alive, or we kill you.
I'm gonna
No thanks, we can't accept your surrender.
start walking.
Yeah.
up and yelling
I
at
would be
him,
like, I would just say hilarious and walk up as well.
Oh, just as I'm walking, I'll yawn and just summon distortion as a spear rests on my shoulder. And like, if you think we're gonna be scared by lion hearts,
Oh. Seems you know of my family, eh? You wouldn't happen to know where my brother is then, do you?
maybe.
Hold on one second. Need to actually pull up the name.
Squall?
Yeah, Squall Lionheart.
So right around this time, I pull out the pan and I just start taking a leather cloth to it and just...
Yeah, get the olive oil on it real nice.
You're about to cook these fucking idiots.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
Sorry, one second. Yeah, looking for my brother, Aldrin. Heard he's been running around with some less than savory figures.
I'm looking at two less than savory figures right now.
You know, this is pretty interesting, coming from people who are saying surrender or die, that we're getting, you know, all this time to talk about your brother.
Oh, I just happened to want to know where he is before I slit your throats. Is there a problem with that?
Aldrin halfway?
You have not. But, I think you heard the name.
Yeah, I feel like we heard it.
Yeah, I believe you heard the name from Lux.
Gotcha. Okay. I think we heard that name from some guys we fought, so... Sounds like you're right, he's not with some very nice people, but... Hey, we'll, pass along the news about you to, him when we see him.
We'll be sure to send him flowers and a nice fucking basket of chocolates.
Can we just stop insulting and start fighting?
Yeah, I think I'm about ready for that.
You see the half Goliath man just crack his knuckles with like a thunderous crack, and like, I like that idea a lot more. Let's fucking go.
Big fucking deal, arthritis.
Everyone roll initiative.
Alright.
And that is where we're gonna leave off for the night. Thank you all very much for joining us, and we will see you next Thursday, hopefully. Hopefully with everyone present. Dan. Good night, everyone.
Good
Bye-bye.
night.
Good night.